Hello, everybody, and welcome to not Dragon Heisters, but a lovely little filler episode. We are here to play Monster of the Week. I am Alexis, and you can find me at Boxfinato on Twitter, and I'm around here on Dice Priori. We are unfortunately missing our lovely Emma, and while she is busting her butt with a summer camp and needs her sleep, we are going to be playing some Monster of the Week instead. So let's just go right around. Matt, you want to talk to us about Animal Helper? Matt, that's you.
I'm muted in two places. Thanks.
Sorry, I didn't see. Sorry, I couldn't tell if I couldn't see the recognition in your eyes.
Hi, folks. I'm Matthew Foreman. I am at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. Before we get started today, always remember our folks at Animal Helper. They're the people who rescued my dog, Ginger. Oh, God, I've got my camera too high. You can't see her, but she's there. They are a very special rescue in New Orleans that helps special needs animals. And those are animals that need intensive care and long-term fostering needs. And so it's very, very expensive. I used to do fundraising for them for a very long time and help manage the finances, and every single cent goes to the dogs that they pick up. So go find out how you can help and share a post today. That's it.
Oh, excuse me. All right, and my name is Chris. You can find me here and at my Twitter name that's below me. And yeah. And besides that, you can find me on YouTube for Mythos Mystery Society. We have a really cool adventure coming up in July. It's going to be July
14th.
14th. That's a Sunday evening, and it's called Reefer Madness. Come see me play a goth girl in high school. It's going to be. So if you've ever wanted to see me as a goth girl, maybe I'll put on some heavy eyeliner for that one. Surely it will be an adventure. And over to you, Ty.
I'm Ty. You can find me here. You can find me on Variant Rolls. You can find me on the Mythos Mystery Society, where I will also be on the 14th. I am playing Veronica Philman, a blonde cheerleader. I will have a wig and maybe a skirt. We'll see. That is the 14th. We'll figure out where you can watch that. But Mythos Mystery Society, check it out. So today we are in the world of Monster of the Week, a game I played a couple times, and a couple of people have tried it. Is my mic okay?
I can hear you fine.
Okay. I played it a couple times. Ooh, still no? Hold on. Mic.
Can you hear me, Chris? Yes or no?
Nope.
Okay.
Can't hear any of us?
Hang on, I'm just gonna ask him to restart Zoom.
Okay.
We'll be there shortly, folks. We'll get it sorted out.
Or he's just resetting his mic. No, now we can't hear you at all. Oh, you're muted too. Muted.
We're doing great. We're doing great, folks.
Yeah,
everything is fine. I'm excited about that little game you guys have coming up.
Yeah.
That sounds like fun.
We had to pick random character like archetypes, and then Dave gave us the art after. We're like, oh, cool, awesome. You good? You can hear us?
I hear you all.
Oh,
Glorious
good.
Volume.
Fantastic. We are back.
Mm-hmm.
So we are starting this adventure of Monster of the Week called Welcome to Hushed Hallows. When we begin, we are joining a party of hunters who have been together for a little while now. Everyone go around and introduce themselves and their just your character and what they look like.
Thank you, Miwa. You want to start? Should we start with Matt and just go in a line?
Sure.
Okay, so today I'm playing Oak Williams. he is a very scrawny 25-year-old redhead who is a Spellslinger, which means he casts spells, obviously. He's very timid and shy, and he's a total miserable fuck-up. So here we go.
I am playing Darlene Gray. She is a She is about an average height and average build. She has beautiful strawberry blonde hair and has this perfect cascading waves. She is always put together, and she is she is quite adept at magics, and she is, I'm using the playbook hex, something I'm mostly sweet and nice and supportive and all that, but there are certain things in life that just need a little fire. That's it. That's me.
Yeah, I gotcha. My name is Raphael, and I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and I'm the divine. And my character quote over here is, "I am sent to defend the meek and the darkness. All evil fears me, for I am its end." Yeah, I wear a dirty baseball cap. It's a little bit messed up. I got my face a little dirty, and I'm just a little dirty all the time. I got ripped up jeans. I wear a flannel. That's me.
Fantastic. And as the group knows, this group of hunters is always guided by Raphael and a small pamphlet he's carried, which is now a little bit more worse for wear, a little beaten, a little tattered, definitely folded. But from time to time, the ink on this pamphlet changes and guides this group to new places. Sometimes with just the city name. In one case, it guided him to Oak by changing into a picture of Oak's face. But this time, it's a very specific message that says, "Go to Hushed Hallows, South Dakota." And so we will start with the party rolling up on this town, which is it's kind of buried. It's surrounded by a forest. It's definitely tucked away, kind of on the northern side of South Dakota. You are all riding inside of Raphael's rusty red pickup truck, which has now been it's been converted so now it can hold at least up to 5 people at a little thing in the back. So we will begin there with you guys rolling into town. Everyone is muted.
I hope that I am sitting in the spacious passenger front seat, wherever there is room and the least amount of dirt.
Yeah, Darlene, my pickup's just all dirty. But you're welcome to
I'm
sit.
sitting on a towel.
Towel. Yeah. So here we are. Yeah, and Oak, I'll protect you till the end.
Why are we here again?
Because of my pamphlet. My divine pamphlet.
This whole thing seems extremely suspect to me.
Yeah, I didn't really pick the pamphlet. The pamphlet kind of picked us. But it's a trifold. And, yeah.
Well, if it's a trifold, then it can do no wrong.
Chris, you went from Midwesterner to Forrest Gump pretty fast.
Yeah, I'm still kind of trying to figure it out.
Don't ask, don't tell, Jenny.
Oh, no! Oh, my!
Me and Darlene, she likes peas and carrots.
Oh, boy.
Yeah,
Keep filling it out. Keep filling out that accent.
We haven't played too much. And, yeah. But I got a trifold pamphlet. And it said to come here.
Where did you find that pamphlet?
In a van.
Where was this van located?
Omaha.
Where in Omaha?
The city.
Oh, it wasn't like down. It wasn't down by a river or anything.
No, not in a van down by a river. We ain't got no rivers out there in Omaha. It's kind of dry.
Okay.
I mean, there was some zombie blood on it.
Oh.
So it's kind of wet.
Well, that is all sorts of unfortunate.
When you found me, you said the pamphlet had my face on it. What's it got on it now?
I open it up and look at it.
It says, "Come to Hushed Hallows."
Almighty pamphlet, where would you like us to go in Hush Hollow?
The pamphlet doesn't work that way. It just stays as is.
We're in the right place. We can go to the inn. I mean, like a hotel.
A hotel would be preferable, sugar. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, I was gonna say inns tend to be very expensive.
Yeah. You know, I played too much of those Dungeons and Dragons back in the day. I call everything inns. That's like the fantasy motels.
As much as I would prefer the aesthetics of staying at an inn and the accommodations therein, I think money-wise, the two of you are better suited in a hotel.
I mean, let's be honest, a motel.
I am not sleeping in no motel again.
All right.
I could drop you off at the motel. I can sleep in my truck. But yeah.
We are going further and further downhill, dear.
Well, let's drive around. Let's drive around a little bit and let's see what they got here in Hush Hollow.
Super 8s are kind of nice. I stayed at a Holiday Inn Express once.
If you want to get murdered.
All right, you
I'm
guys.
gonna start driving around town. Yep.
Sure. You drive around town. It's not like, tiny town. It's a moderate size. You see shops and restaurants. There's a main street, variety of houses, all very quaint, kind of like defense type area, all surrounded by this forest. And you do see a river somewhat nearby as well. From your drive, you don't actually see any motels or hotels. The only thing you do find is a nice bed and breakfast called the Wake and Bake.
Wake and bake sounds kind of nice. Sounds like they got
Yeah.
muffins when you wake up. I'll pull in.
So we are going to an inn?
Yeah, this is like one of them fantasy role playing things.
We're going to this bed and breakfast.
How cool. Yeah, park.
Sure. It is a 2-story building. It's with the size of a larger, moderate house. It is a blue house, a light kind of baby blue with white accents. And the sign in front says Wake and Bake.
Oh, this looks nice and quaint.
It's giving me a bad vibe. I don't know why.
Do quaint things always give you a bad vibe there, Oak? It seems to be common.
I just flipped.
Quaint ain't always creepy.
I just flipped through my Dungeons and Dragons manual.
Yes.
Oak, if you do actually are concerned about the situation, you can try to read a bad situation if you'd like. That is a move.
Yeah.
Yeah, roll it up.
What's that under?
That's plus sharp.
Okay. Oh, all right then. 11.
11. You
Okay,
get
then.
you get 3 of the following questions.
Yeah.
What's my best way in?
Yeah.
What's my best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet? What's the biggest threat?
So you mean any?
What's the most vulnerable to me? And that's the only one that really applies.
All
Those
right.
are the ones that apply.
Way in, way out. Dangers we haven't noticed yet.
All of
The
them.
best way in is probably the front door, if you had to take a guess.
Okay.
Best way out, there are the windows are it's a moderately sized building, but you feel like you could jump out of them. Wouldn't be bad.
Probably the back door if you had to take a guess. Tell me to roll something, then give me a snooty fucking answer.
Yep. Look in the front door.
I'm going to tell you what, this bed and breakfast did not have an ominous tone to it.
He says you.
Are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet? No. The curtains are drawn. It's not letting in light right now. But
Fire code standards and all that.
yeah,
It's-
seems legit.
It's got a stormwater management facility. We're fine.
That's right.
I will just like glance up from my monster manual. Like, all right, we can go in.
All right then.
Yo, maybe tonight, maybe we could play some of them Dungeons and Dragons. That'd be fun. In our motel. I mean, bed and breakfast. Hopefully with some free muffins.
We could, yeah. That'd be nice.
That pamphlet doesn't tell you at all why we're here, just that we're here.
I open up the pamphlet and look again.
That's the same thing.
All right, well, we're in Hushed Hallows, and this thing does not update quickly.
Now, maybe my pamphlet's got bad reception.
That's probably it, sugar. All right, let's go in.
All right.
I'll lead the way in, carrying my bags.
All right, you enter. It is, as soon as you enter, it smells like freshly baked apples, slightly masking the scent of skunk. And behind the desk is a younger man with long blonde hair
Here it is.
and loose clothing.
Oh, great.
Welcome to the Wake and Bake.
No.
What's going on?
I knew I had a bad feeling about this.
Uh-huh. Yep. Mm-hmm. Yep. There it is.
You guys, you looking for a room?
Oh my God, Brody, what the fuck?
Got like plenty of vacancies.
I mean, yeah, that'd be nice. It
I'm a
smells
little-
kind of delicious. Oh,
I'm a
sorry.
little out of practice, but I think, let me see. Your name is, don't tell me.
Benji.
Brody. Benji or Brody, it's one of those two. That's the vibes that I'm getting here.
It's actually Brogy. So close.
You know, you seem awfully familiar, Brogy.
I don't think
Right.
we met. I lose my memory a lot, but like, you don't seem familiar. You got that fiery hair.
There is definitely something about your aura that is very familiar.
Sweet. I don't think that'll get you a discount, but like, I appreciate it.
Great then, sugar. What are your rates?
It's like pretty cheap here. We'll do like 75 a night. We're pretty vacant.
Oh yeah, is that for like per room, or is that for all three of us? Or
That's like per room, yeah. You gonna share them? You guys want like 3 separate?
I mean, if we could have like 2 connecting, I could bunk up with Oak and Darlene. You know, we don't want you to have to sleep with no boys. You know, keep your feminine chastity.
Oh, Christ.
That ship,
intact.
I don't know how many times I have to tell you this, but that ship has sailed, and it sailed a long time ago. I am not no 37-year-old spinster. Anyway, how big are your rooms?
We got like a king size bed. We got 2 twins. We got like the master suite, which has got a California queen bed. It's like hella big. You can fit 2 huskies and like a normal sized dude in there.
Do you have the huskies too?
There in the back. You want to meet him?
I do love dogs.
I mean, maybe a bit later. We never know when my pamphlet's gonna go off, so maybe we should just kind of settle down and get some food. I mean, it kind of smells like butt, but some also real delicious apples.
Yeah, man. We make they're called like Dutch babies. Not made from real babies. Don't worry. They're like a pancake. You bake. You put apples in them. So good. Choice.
That sounds delightful. But yeah, we'll take your. Did we say there were adjoining rooms?
No, we don't do that.
All
I got
right.
them next to each other. Sure.
Yeah, we'll do that. Let's get 2 rooms, one next to each other, in case. Just in case Miss Darlene don't have to sleep with no boys in her bed. No sir.
All right, that's gonna be 140 whole dollars.
Does that come with any breakfast or
Uh,
babies?
Continental babies, all the way.
I like that. And I'll
It's
pay.
your nearest hospital. I'm pretty sure I've been having an aneurysm for the past hour.
Yeah.
We got a clinic. We got a clinic downtown, on the main street.
Just a clinic.
Yeah, we're like not that. There's a hospital if you need to drive a little bit away, like an hour, but like we got a pretty good clinic. We got a doc.
Sugar, what's the population of this here town?
7,000.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That explains some things.
Hey,
All
bro,
right.
G. You got anything? I don't know. We just kind of felt drawn to come here. You got anything going on that's kind of weird or kind of exciting?
Weird, nah, man. We got a festival coming up. 2 days. We got the Harvest Festival.
Oh yeah, what's that mean? A harvest festival?
Well, like there's games, and I make a bunch of Dutch babies, and there's like popcorn and cider.
Yeah. You guys just like enjoying the harvest, or does that mean like harvesting something like not crops?
No, like crops, dude.
All right. So you got a festival. Maybe we're supposed to be here to. Maybe the pamphlet wants us to have some R&R. Maybe we just here for a nice little carnival party.
Doesn't that pamphlet always lead us into really dangerous situations?
I mean, it doesn't mean that it has to. You know, like God made the world in 6 days, but He took a break on number 7. Maybe this is our number 7.
I haven't had a break since I have known you people.
Yeah.
So you guys want to crash for the night, or like you want to walk around town? I can for
What time is it?
It's pretty late. You guys rolled in around 9.
Okay.
We should walk around town.
Can you have a couple of Dutch babies for when we get back?
Yeah, man.
Like
Keep
ready?
me of them.
Sugar, where's the girl go if she wants to drink this hour?
Oh, we only really have the one bar in town. It kind of ran out the others. It was so popular. It's called Wood.
Sounds like one of us at least will have a good time.
Is it you?
We'll find out, won't we?
I guess. And he hands you 2 keys.
All right, let's go unpack and freshen
I'll
up
take one.
and head out on the town. As it is.
Okay, you guys deposit your stuff in the rooms. The rooms are nice, decorated, fairly well, very homey kind of feel. Variety of colors. You unpack and you make your way to the streets, Hushed Hallows. And are you going to Wood first? You're kind of mapping out the place. What are you guys doing?
Well, we should go get a drink and see what the local chatter is, right?
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
Did you see
Hey,
those?
Let's go see what's up at Wood.
Hey, Oak. On our way there, I just kind of wonder why you sound so depressed, like all the time.
Life is depressing.
I just look at Raphael. Did you see those huskies in there?
I mean, they in the backyard, yeah.
I hate dogs. And I walk away.
Good stuff. You guys eventually...
As we like when we get to the bar, I want to kind of, as we get a lay of the land, I'd like to roll something just to see what I may perceive around.
There's not really a perception check. We can say if you'd like to... Yeah, you're really looking weird.
What did Alexis roll when she went in? Like
That was
Matt.
Matt, and it was read a bad situation. Do you think this bar is a bad situation?
Do I?
It looks like it. When you approach the bar, it is a very sleek-looking. It's a black building entirely. There are windows that are very, very large, like 6 feet open. You hear loud music. You see a variety of colors flashing, and in a very nice mahogany is wood in printed letters.
Y'all, this place seems pretty aggressive with its musical choices.
It's EDM. It's definitely electronic, like pumping music.
I mean, it sounds kind of like my truck when it's had a bad run.
It's loud in there.
It is.
Do you not like it when it's loud,
No.
Mr. Oak?
No,
Yeah.
I don't like loud music.
I mean, I guess we can go back.
No, I mean, this
I am
is-
going in and I'm going to have a drink if it's the last thing I do.
It might be.
Anything we do might be the last thing we do.
I check my pamphlet again.
How profound.
Says the same thing. Nothing has changed.
All right, let's go in.
You enter, and it is kind of a similar scene on the inside. It's a very... The walls are painted black. There are several high tops with very nicely carved chairs by them. There is a very nice kind of... I said oak. There's a nice birch bar carved, and very nice seats carved as well. There are several people dancing, a couple people drinking here and there at the high tops, and there is a man behind the bar. What do you do?
I go up. I'll get myself a Coors Light.
Okay, you walk up to the bar. Behind the bar is a fairly tall man. He's got very, very short, close-cropped, dark black hair, a neatly maintained beard and mustache, and he wears a kind of a checkered pattern vest and pants with a black shirt underneath. You said the Coors Light?
Yeah.
Okay. And he looks around for a while, maybe a
I
little
his
bit
beer here.
close. Buttoned all the way down. So now we got so many voices.
V-neck shirt.
We only got so many
torn
voices.
apart.
Got so many voices. And he pulls out a small can of Coors Light. Would you like it in the glass or straight from the can?
No. I'll take the can.
Pops it for you.
Thanks. I never had someone pop my beer for me. Certainly saves my fingernails.
You're
God.
welcome. They
God.
very well maintained.
I cannot.
not
focus
mine.
on what this game is.
It's evolved way quicker than I thought it would. But keep going. I like it.
this is exactly what I thought I was sitting down to.
I'm just never quite ready for it.
Hey, Oak, you want something to drink?
Yes.
I know you don't really like it. Oh, what would you like?
I like to drink. I just don't like loud music.
Well, I'll get you one while I got the bartender here. What's your name, sir? If I could ask.
Dominic Serrano.
Dominic Serrano. Nice to meet
Dominic is
Serrano.
my name. Good God. My name is Darlene. This here is Raphael. Don't mind him none. And this is Oak. And we're just, passing through town. You think I could get a vodka cranberry, please?
Absolutely. And you?
A Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Oh, big drinker. All right, hold on. Goes back and gets a bottle, pops it, and gives it to you first, and then shakes, makes the appropriate vodka cranberry. Pours it out, garnishes it with a small cranberry on an umbrella.
I'm like 115 pounds. I'll be drunk off of this.
Well, hope you're not driving. It's a pretty small town. You can walk around. So, you say you're in from out of town. What brings you here?
My pamphlet.
A truck. We came here in a truck.
Great, well, good time. The festival is coming up. It's, as much excitement as this place has.
Does the festival ever get out of hand?
Well, I mean, people come back here and drink and party, and there was once we found 2 people passed out naked and vomit. You were fine the next day, but that got a little wild, yes.
I mean, y'all got anything else strange in town? Like, anything else going on? We usually deal with large monstrosities or cults.
Roll.
Activity.
Yeah, roll, I'm gonna have you roll and manipulate someone for this.
Oh, at least
I bet you're real good at that. Aren't you, Raphael?
That's a no. It's not a bad roll though. A 9 minus 1 is 8.
Well then. Well then.
What is that? Is that?
That's a mixed success. What were you asking exactly again?
As if there was anything strange going on in town, anything that may resemble monstrosities or occult activity.
He kind of looks at you and studies you for a second and says, "No, we don't have anything like that here. I mean, like I said, the most excitement around here is there's the festival. There was an older man passed away a couple days ago, but that was just, he was old.
How was he murdered?
He was not murdered. I'm pretty sure he
Are you
just...
absolutely sure about that? Was there an autopsy?
We don't really do that here. No, he was old.
You know, suicide's also considered murder, but of yourself. Was it suicide?
Gosh, you guys, do you want another drink? This is a very morbid party.
How weird were the circumstances surrounding his death?
Minimal. He was an old man. We found him in a chair.
Okay. How many rumors
I'm
about
so
town?
sorry about these two. I'm so sorry.
Was he?
You know what? We're just gonna go over to this table, and we're just gonna, enjoy the music for a hot minute, and then I'll probably be back for another vodka cranberry, or maybe you make something special. How about that?
Thank you.
Rumors.
Okay.
Rumors
Keep
about
the
him.
tab open, and I just leave my credit card there.
Rumors about him walking out in the forest, that kind of thing, chanting.
And I am
Christmas
physically
gods.
taking these
What's an altar?
I can smell your scent.
What just happened?
Angry Southern Mom is my favorite.
I have been promptly dragged away.
That is right. You two need to take a cue from Darlene every once in a while. It would not hurt.
I'm sorry.
It's fine. It's fine.
We fight.
I'm not mad.
It's like we fight monsters like every week of our lives, and
know.
it's the same story. We come and people are like, "Oh no, everything's fine here in our super quaint little town," and then it's like tentacles up my ass.
Then it's not. It's like Baskin Robbins of monsters. It's like there's a new flavor every week.
Now, Oak, with the tentacles. Did you or did you not have a hand in that last week?
I did, but I didn't mean for.
I cut it off after it got a little too deep.
Yeah, but I'm still not sitting right.
Yeah.
Well,
Might want
listen.
to check for suction cups. That'd be a little weird. Yeah.
We are in a bar. We have these drinks. There is nothing afoot yet. You know, these things always take a hot minute when we get into town.
Right.
Let's just try to enjoy ourselves, to enjoy ourselves just a bit before everything goes topsy-turvy.
All right. Well, I guess I'll drink while my mountains are blue. That means it's cold.
That's right.
I'm gonna see
Coors
if
Light.
the DJ takes requests, because this sounds like my broken down truck.
Is it a DJ or is it actually just one of those like
It's a jukebox.
Yeah.
Jukebox filled to the brim with EDM.
and country rap.
Yeah.
The two Midwestern brands.
I'm gonna go see if I can find something. What year is this again?
It's 2020. So
What year? We don't even know. I'm
don't know.
gonna go look up the most recent artist, the newest, most recent song.
It's Lil Nas X.
it's Darude it's Sandstorm by Darude, and it's on repeat. Unfortunately.
Yikes. Huge yikes.
And I find some El King or something.
I don't know what that is. What kind of music is that?
All right, never mind. Never mind then.
I know who El King is.
I like it better. Everything's Sandstorm.
It's fine. We're fine. This will do.
All right. I guess I'll sit and wait for something to happen, unless there's something I could roll.
Narina?
Who can I see around to maybe maybe try to chat with.
Sure. So you're looking for people more approachable because there are people dancing. There is a group of people that seem to be in, kind of an older crowd. Two gentlemen and a lady that seem to be in their 60s and 70s at a high top on the other side. There is a kind of a younger man in his maybe late 20s at the bar, nursing looks to be a maybe gin and tonic or vodka water. And you see a couple that is also at a high top on the other side.
You two occupy yourselves somehow. I'm gonna go talk to that young thing at the bar.
I didn't bring my D&D book.
Well,
I guess I could check my pamphlet.
Doesn't say anything different.
Yep.
I'm just gonna stare at the wall and like put my finger in the grooves of the wood and like not make eye contact with Raphael.
just playing with the wood. Great.
I'll sit there and I'm gonna look around to see if there's anyone I think that's dangerous or a danger to, especially Oak, but also towards.
Yeah,
Darlene.
Let's do that. Let's do as Darlene is leaving the table to approach the younger gentleman at the bar. You're going to read a bad situation. Roll plus sharp.
Oh, a 1 plus a 1 plus a 1 is 3.
That's gonna be a 3. Well, mark experience. That's the good news. Is that you do get the experience for that one. On a miss, which is what this is. I'm pretty sure I know what this is, but just to double check. Read a bad situation.
Just after I saw Matt's Twitter post about how there's a 1 in 400 chance to roll 2 20s in a row.
That wasn't me.
2 natural crits. That was you.
I didn't
Wasn't
post
it
that.
No, it was probably a retweet.
Oh,
I didn't retweet it. Didn't like it.
Let me look it up.
No, Matt, you don't know your own Twitter account.
I mean, I could have forgot that I liked it.
On a
Oh, it could have been that. Go ahead.
Sure. On a miss, which is what's happening, one of two things is going to happen. You might misread the situation.
Oh no.
Or you might reveal tactical details to your enemies. So from what you can tell, it seems like you're not sure. You seem like that couple in the other corner. You think the guy might be packing heat.
Guy in the corner, like the
No, the couple in the corner. So it's a gentleman and a lady. He's got a bolo tie and a nice blue shirt. She is wearing a nice black slacks and kind of a nice kind of flowy white blouse. And you think you see a gun, outline of a gun in his pants.
I lean over and I whisper to Oak, "Hey, Oak. That guy over there keeps looking at us, looking at you, fondling his piece. I might have to go over and say something."
I look at the guy.
I stare at the guy.
It's awkward. At first, he's not looking at you. He's just chatting with the person he's used to be on a date with, back and forth. And then he kind of looks at you guys out the corner of his eye and goes back. And then kind of looks over again, and then kind of looks back. And
I'm just staring.
And then
He's
just staring at you. And then she kind of cranes her head around and is staring at you guys too. And you're in an awkward stare off.
And I'm looking at him and I go, "This is slight."
He goes, he looks to his companion and begins to whisper, "While this is going on, let's switch to Darlene real quick."
So I am just, hand on my straw, just kind of wandering over, and I just sit down with my back to the bar, so I can see what the hell that just is happening.
Yeah, you do notice they've already been causing trouble in the 15 seconds it took you to leave.
Trying to ignore it, and I just kind of lean over and say, "Is this seat taken?"
Oh, no. Please.
My name is Darlene Sugar. How are you?
Nice
Hand
to
out.
meet you. I'm Gary.
Gary.
It's a bitch ass name.
Chill him! It's him! It's Jerry!
Oh
The
my
monster
God.
this week.
Good God.
Gary.
What a nice name.
Thank you. Darlene's
You
very
lived in. What was that? I'm so sorry.
Darlene's very unique. I like it.
Oh, thank you. It is a family name. But what? How long have you been in this town? You born here? You move here?
No, I grew up in this town. Family, yeah.
How do you like it?
It's fine. It's a nice place. It's kind of boring. It's been a rough week or two, but
What are you doing?
he's showing the meme.
The meme that Matt posted.
Dice
earlier.
Priori is not just Matthew. There are other
Oh.
people involved. Matthew
Oh.
did not post that.
That's all he is to me.
Thank you for the subscription, Corey.
We're sorry.
Thank you for saving us from ourselves.
We do apologize.
Oh my God.
Please leave before it gets worse.
Oh, anyway. It's a one shot. Yeah, that's right. Okay. Whew. He was saying it's been weird the last couple of weeks. Is that what he said?
He said it's been a rough week or so.
Oh, why is that, Sugar?
My
I'm
grandfather
so sorry to hear
passed
that.
away. Yeah.
Oh, I am so sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
How are you holding up?
It's been rough. We were really close. Yeah,
bet.
he grew up in this town too. He's, my family's pretty close.
It tore me to pieces when my grandpappy passed. I can understand.
Thanks. He offers his drink for a cheers.
You want another one on
Yeah.
me?
That'd be great. Thank you.
I just signaled to the bartender.
He comes up and pours another drink. Dominic pours another drink and nods to you and smiles.
Now, how is your family doing through this hardship?
My dad's been really quiet. Kind of ignored it, and my mom hasn't been around for a little while. But yeah, and
Everything okay there? Apart from...
yeah, everything's fine. Just my dad's really clammed up since it happened.
I bet. Were they close?
Yeah, we're all really close. We went on fishing trips and stuff.
Now, I mean, if there's anything you want to talk about, I mean, I got a great listening ear, and I make a very good drinking buddy. Shoulder to cry on, that whole thing.
Yeah, I want to have you roll. It's not really. I mean, it says manipulate someone. It's not always manipulating, but roll plus charm.
All right. Okay. So I do this, these two plus 1. Okay. So that puts me at a 9.
That's good. Yeah, I'm gonna say the other. Everyone else is
It's
too distracted
all right,
to help out.
I guess.
Everyone's too distracted to help you out at this point.
Okay.
It's normally an option, but that's not. The stare down's happening. So when it's 7 to 9, they'll do it, but only if you show it. Like only if you do something right now to show them you mean it. So what that's going to be for this situation is
I just bought the man a drink.
Yeah,
What do I need to do?
yeah, he's gonna say like yeah, it's kind of a long story if you want to. I mean, if you have the time, if you want to stay around for a while.
Well, of course, Sugar.
Okay. And he does tell you the story. This is gonna take a little bit of time. You're giving up about an hour or so for this whole chat back and forth.
Yeah, well, dead guy is our only lead, so I'll do it.
Currently, yes. What you glean from that is that he talks to you about his family for a while and how close they are and kind of what it was like growing up in Hushed Hallows. And after a while, he begins to open up a little bit, and he one of the reasons he's so upset was that his grandfather's death took him by surprise, and the family by surprise. He didn't seem to have any sort of, he had the general, maladies of someone of his age, but nothing that was so pressing that they knew it was coming like that. It was very surprising for the family. There was no sort of diagnosis that led to this.
Was he well liked in town?
Yeah, he lived in town his whole life. He had plenty of friends and family.
And God damn it, chat. And was so it was surprising, huh?
Yeah.
Forgive my intrusion if this is too forward of me, but was there any chance of foul play there?
Not that I know. I mean, like, I think they're at the clinic or at the police station. They were gonna do an autopsy just to see for our own curiosity, but it hasn't happened yet.
Okay, well, I hope they figure out what happened.
Thank you.
I'm gonna be staying at the Wake and Bake, as that seems to be the only really place to stay here. If you need anything, you just let me know.
I will. Thank you. Is there any chance I can get your number?
Of course, sugar.
Do you give me your real number?
Yeah, she does.
Okay, cool. Yeah. You now have the number of Greg.
I give him my number for when I'm traveling.
Yeah, traveling.
I have a different number. I've got one of them fancy phones that's got 2 SIM cards.
Nice.
I got the one SIM card that I only give numbers out to like these 2 and my family and such. But I have another number for like all of the weird shit.
Nice. Let's go back to the stare off as you have finished this conversation.
For an hour?
Well, no, the stare off. No, this is happening like
Thank
while
the
you're
gods.
talking.
Okay.
Going back.
Please.
I mean, we'll see.
Yeah.
Please tell me what I watched.
They are staring. You now have narrowed in and said yes. You're looking at him. He kind of talks. He whispers to his date, and then he puts his hand kind of on his hip pocket and slowly walks over to you guys.
As he stands up, I stand up.
I stand.
And I put my hand down to where my hatchet is. It hangs off of like one of those carpenter loops.
Belts, yeah.
Yeah.
Loops, okay, I see.
You know what I mean? The old jeans, yeah.
Yeah, I stand up as well, but kind of awkwardly. Like I'm faking it. I'm not actually this confident. I'm just like.
And if he's walking towards me, I walk towards him.
Sure, you meet in the middle, and he says, do we have like a problem here? Do I know you?
I don't know. Do we?
I didn't think so. I don't think I know either of you.
Let's keep it that way.
Yeah.
So great. Okay, so we don't have a problem yet. You just don't want to know me. It's great. I'll be on this side. You just stay on that side. I'll give you maybe a thumbs up when I'm leaving. You just look away. And that's great, right?
No.
Hey, did you hear about that guy who died?
Yeah, he was an old man, yeah.
Yeah, heard he was murdered.
Did you tell the police? Because I don't think anyone else knows that.
Well, I heard it was weird.
From who?
It's just word around town.
I guess I haven't been listening that closely.
You know anything about that? Weird murders?
I don't.
Slash marks, burns,
No.
ritual tattoos? Yeah?
I got some sweet. I got a nice, I got one of those tribal ones right on my shoulder.
You seen,
Sure. He's got a very nice tribal tattoo that goes all the way down.
Ugh.
He smells like Axe.
Oh. Oak just kind of kicks back, like, nobody wants to see this.
Okay, can you go back to your table then? So I can have this nice drink?
Well, like, what about shadow cats? Like, you hear about that around town in the forest? Shadow cats? Trolls?
No.
Yetis?
I think I saw a bear once.
Okay. Like a bear with 4 arms?
I think he had 2. I didn't get that close a look. I left.
Did it have an owl beak?
Yeah.
Just the normal muzzle, I think.
One eye replaced with a ruby.
I didn't look at his eyes, no.
The trees talk in the forest.
Not that I've heard.
Okay.
You know, sir, you're acting awfully suspicious.
Well, this is a lot of questions for someone I don't know, and I've been pretty cool up until now.
Yeah, let's keep it that way.
Yeah, we should, yeah. Can I go back to my date?
Yeah, I start to float back, but I'm going.
Darling, you probably catch parts of this out of the corner of your eye during this onward conversation.
I step back, but I stumble on it into my chair, like back into my chair. I'm just like,
All right. And you guys do anything else during the hour that Darlene is taking? Or you guys just hang out and drink?
That took us an hour.
It was an hour of awkwardness. Great.
I turn my chair a little bit so it doesn't look like I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him like this.
The whole time.
The whole
Occasionally,
time.
he tries to ignore you the best he can. And Darlene comes back.
Darlene, I think we found our culprit.
Yeah, I think we got it.
Oh, well then you don't need me then.
No, we cracked the case wide open.
Pamphlet.
Well then
Is
in that
this
case,
the
I'm gonna
reason
go
why
to
we're
bed.
here? I open my pamphlet and look.
What did Darlene say first?
Sorry, go ahead.
Well then in that case, I can just go home, go back to the wake and bake and go to bed.
Not alone, no. We gotta go with you. There's also Dutch babies
I'm
waiting.
sorry, you have seen what I am capable of.
Yep.
So it turns out there's a cult of like people with tribal tattoos. The grandpa was in on it, and it has to do with a bear.
They bathe in mystic incense.
Yeah.
This makes
Smells like a rising
perfect
phoenix.
sense. I suppose that since my skills are not needed here, I am gonna go have some beauty sleep.
Well, we still need you to like take on the bear.
Oh.
Yeah.
By yourself.
Yeah. It's got one eye, but it's got a ruby and 4 arms.
Well, I'll just get right on that then.
Yeah. Why? Did you find out something?
That young man over there, do not accost him. He has been through enough. It was his grandfather that was had died.
I don't accost people.
Look down into yourself for a minute and you tell me if you believe that. That's what I thought. Anyway.
I just start scratching the lid again.
Now, he did say that it was an unexpected death, and they are anticipating an autopsy to be done in the next few days. So, tomorrow, when we are fresh-faced and ready for the world, not this evening, we can go out and see if we can talk to somebody down at the coroner's. That's what I have.
I mean, that's a bit more solid than what we got, but ours was really good.
Are you sure mine is more solid?
Well, we had to make a few, like, investigative leaps.
You don't say.
Yeah, but he definitely had tattoos. And he was like, yeah.
Well,
Occult tattoos.
Yeah, and he was staring at
I
us.
am so glad you two have blown the case just wide open.
Well, go ahead, Raphael.
No, you go.
No,
I was
you go
gonna
ahead.
Say, look, he's still staring at us, and I turn back to him.
He's enjoying they're having now a nice they have a little cupcake. It seems to be some sort of Black Forest cupcake, cherry on top, small candle that they're sharing.
I think he was coming on to me. He
You think they were looking for a third?
Yeah. He was like showing me his tattoo. He's like, ooh, and he leaned forward.
Right? Did he flex a little, give you the gun show?
He did.
Classic move. Did she seem into it?
I wasn't. I don't know about her.
Well,
I
was only asking.
I think the tattoo started to dance and tried to entrance young Oak here. And I think he just shook it off.
Yeah.
By it, I mean...
intellect.
Sorry.
Oh, no, that was
Sorry.
it.
By it, I mean, did she seem into inviting a third?
Oh, I don't know.
You gotta pay attention to both of them if you're... Not that that's a thing that you're interested in, but just saying.
Yeah, not really.
My cool. Go ahead. No.
Are we done here?
Yeah, my Coors is empty and my pancakes are getting cold. I think we should go. Yeah, our Dutch babies. They're apple pancakes. They're good. I hope.
Okay. Well, let's head back then.
I finished my Mike's Hard Lemonade and now I'm very drunk.
I will help you walk back. You keep your shoes on, though. You made a commitment.
I put my shoes back on.
Shoes back on. You guys stumble/walk back to the Wake and Bake.
Oh, before that, I approached on the way to the door. I approached the man at the table.
He has a little bit of frosting on his cheek. He says, "Yeah."
I get a little close to him and I go, "I'll be able to smell you from anywhere."
It's
Oh
Phoenix
no!
for Max. I can
I just-
hook you up with a nice little spray can if you need it.
I just keep floating back. Anywhere.
Great.
And then I leave.
Got it. So, Raphael is one part Jirok.
Now I can walk back to the Wake and Bake.
All right, you guys walk back to the Wake and Bake /stumble, depending on your level of drunkenness. Enjoy some Dutch babies, which are delicious apple pancakes. Cooked
Are they good?
perfection. They're very
Yo-
good. A
yo,
little
one to
cold at
10.
this point. A little cold at this point. You guys took a little longer at the bar than you probably thought. But you guys,
Yeah, from 1 to 10. How good are they?
they're about a 9.5. They're pretty solid. He's a good cook.
I don't eat them.
Older than a 9.5. You need to eat these, Oak. You need to soak up that Mike's Hard in your stomach. Otherwise, you're going to have a horrible morning. They are very good, and they're good for you.
I'll take 2 bites.
It's good. It's very sweet, but goes down smooth.
I eat anything everybody else doesn't eat.
You are chock full of pancakes and apples, my friend. You all.
I eat a nice plate. And then we all go to bed, don't we?
After I'm done eating, after I'm done eating, I say I don't like pancakes, and I go to bed.
And you all rest for the night, full of pancakes and
I talked to Benji, Broji real quick.
Roji.
Yeah. Hi, Broji, my friend Oak. I gotta protect him because he means a lot to my pamphlet, and I just want to make sure that he's well fed. Do you think maybe we could make a Dutch baby like a waffle version
I don't
tomorrow?
I can make waffles and shove some apples in there. I haven't done that before, but I think it's possible.
Can you use your mystical skill of Dutch babying to make a Dutch baby waffle for my compatriot
I
for
will
the
do
morning?
my very best. You we have other food, but you guys are just full of babies, and that's cool by Broji. So sleep well, do my best.
Thanks, Broji. Then I go to bed.
Go to bed for the night. All right. And,
I'm such a shit.
it's been you guys sleep well. It's now the next morning, and now it's a Saturday, and you hear some commotion outside.
I hate commotion.
What kind? Define commotion.
Just not like chaos, the mill of people around.
Oh, okay, not like violence.
No.
Commotion. Okay.
It's a battle.
You do find a bear with 4 arms,
That's right.
And a
just
ruby.
ripping apart.
That's right.
Broji, no!
So I wrestle asleep. I wrestle awake, and I'm like, I didn't sleep very good.
I wake up and I slept fine. And I shower and I fix my face, put my face on and all of that. Got
I
my
come in-
hair done and everything.
I come in after everybody's woke up. I'm filthy because I worked on my truck. And I'm just dirty all the time.
Christ.
He's gonna make a certain level of dirty throughout the game.
Yeah, just gotta maintain it.
You guys make your way down to the kind of lobby of this of the Wake and Bake. On the table there is 3 place settings with waffles, which seem to have just kind of apples just kind of shoved in willy-nilly. There is a container for syrup. There is 3 glasses with orange juice. a pitcher of orange juice as well as grapefruit juice, and a bottle of champagne opened, and a small note that reads, "Had to go set up the stand. Come by the festival later, Roji."
Somehow, on that note, it communicated this.
I could hear his hands opening.
It's what you feel from reading that note.
That's right. That's right. I will definitely have a mimosa since the champagne is out. Don't want it to go flat. That's just rude.
Thank you, Sazarel, for following. I'll look at the champagne. The mimosa's big. Champagne makes my stomach hurt.
Don't drink it, 'cause that would be bad.
Yeah, orange juice is too acidic for me.
Well, you want me to see if I can rustle up a nice cup of milk for you?
It's too much fat, makes me burp.
How about some, you know what?
You know what?
I'll fix you a nice cup of tea.
I get all jittery if it's caffeinated.
I never fix you caffeinated.
Okay.
You get him a
Get up and help myself to this kitchen.
Yeah, it's open. He wouldn't care. You get some nice decaffeinated whatever kind of tea you want. I don't care. You drink it. And you drink it.
Goddamn chamomile.
Super duper.
Why am I like this? This character was supposed to be like slightly chipper. But you went to Brogy and I can't get out of it now. I have to be a miserable dick.
It's just the only response you have.
I eat anything else that's left on the table. I don't drink all the champagne, but like whatever isn't consumed, I eat it all.
Awesome. You are chock full of food. What do you guys do with your day?
Well, I think that we should find out where they would be performing autopsies.
They did say the body. The guy from last night did say the body was probably the police station stuff.
All right, and we should probably have a good reason for why we would roll in.
If we go to the police, I could tell them my pamphlet said we should be there.
That is not the sort of thing that's going to get us any details on an autopsy or seeing a body or anything.
We'll see about that. I checked my pamphlet.
What do you have?
I could show them my sacrificial dagger.
I'm sure that would work nicely. Why don't I just tell them that I am visiting in town and I for the love of everything. I imagine that Darlene we don't hold jobs anymore, right? We just do this.
No, you just do this currently.
No, I don't like working.
So Darlene had a pretty stable, solid job for a while, and I'm guessing it gives her a good idea what bureaucratic environments are like.
Yeah.
I imagine that she worked in that sort of environment.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Why don't we go, and I will just make something up.
I mean, that sounds like our MO. Yeah.
You guys make your way through the streets of Hushed Hallows. You see several stands are being kind of repaired. A nice kind of stage is being put up at one end of the town. And they are getting ready for this festival.
All right.
And you eventually make your way to Hushed Hallows PD. And you enter, and it's not a huge police station. It's moderate size. When you first enter, there is a man with kind of very curly brown hair, short, a very thin mustache, and says, "Can I help you?"
Well, hello there, Sugar. My name is Darlene. Darlene Gray.
Mitchell, do you have something to report?
No, Mitchell, we're just passing through town, and I heard that there was a very unfortunate event that happened just a few days back. Mr. And then I guess I would have known Gary's dad's name at this point, right?
Grandfather.
Yeah, grandpa's name. His grandpappy.
Horace.
I was speaking to Gary in town, and he said his poor grandpappy just passed a few days back, Horace, and he was telling me that the family is a bit concerned about how he passed. It was a bit surprising to them, and I know that things happen, but and when you just get to that age, sometimes life just ends when it ends, right? But it sure would do him a world of peace and his family if I could see if I could be of any help with figuring that out for you.
Also, can I assist?
Let's do it first. This is that's not really how it works. We'll do manipulate someone.
Oh.
What this is.
Okay.
I can't assist her. Manipulate someone.
No, that's not really how this game works. No, she rolls it first. You can try to help out after, and that's a choice you're making because there is a downside to it.
Okay. Jesus. +1, 10.
Yeah, that's fantastic. So on a 10 plus, they'll do it for the reason you gave them. If you ask too much, they'll tell you the minimum it would take for them to do it. And he says, the family's important, and I think everyone's been pretty busy with the festivities around. How do you think you could help?
Well, I used to work with a private investigator, and I picked up quite a few skills of my own at this point. And, I'm just a little bit out of practice, but I was quite good.
He kind of looks around. The office seems pretty dead. There's maybe one guy behind a desk. He says, here, and he offers you the keys and kind of guides you to a morgue. And opens the door and says, just don't take too long and don't mess up the body, please.
No problem, sugar. Don't you worry about a thing.
And he nods and gives a kind of awkward smile and heads back to his desk. You guys are left alone in this morgue.
Okay, well that worked.
10 plus.
Damn.
Had some
All
good
right.
reasons.
Okay. Let's see what we can see here.
Are we all in there?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Time to fuck shit up.
Oak Sugar, what do you make of all this?
So we're in front of the body?
Yeah, you're in front of the body. It's it's currently covered with a, the traditional kind of black.
Might I use investigate a mystery?
Do you want to unzip the bag first?
Sure, that would be a part of it, I imagine.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Let me describe it first before we go buck wild.
All right.
Okay.
You unzip it. You see a kind of scrawnier gentleman. You would see the resemblance to Gary. You can kind of tell he's got a very kind of thinning white hair and a widow's peak. He's got calloused hands, and he's obviously naked, and looks very, very, very pale. Roll investigate mystery if that's what you would like. Oak.
8.
It's not gonna be.
So can I assist him?
Here is the thing. You could both try to assist him. It would have to be both of you guys because it's an assist. It's called a help out. Help out is a move in this game. A help out, the most you can do is grant them +1. So he's currently at an 8. You said, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay,
so
but
it's a mixed
10.
success.
A
10 's
10
what you
would
need.
be the next level. So both of you would have to succeed, and ideally get a +10 because things will bad happen if you roll lower than a 10. We'll tell you what those are, but
Yeah, that's not close enough then.
all right,
Right.
you got a 7. Yeah, I mean, like
8.
I said, you both have to do it. Got an 8, yes. So a 7 and 9. You could ask one of the following questions: what happened here? What sort of creature is it? We can make a case for. We'll talk about. What can it do? Not really. What can hurt it? Definitely not. Where did it go? Maybe. What was it going to? What's being concealed here? What's being concealed here? What happened here? And what sort of creature is it? Would be the 3. What sort of creature is going to be a little bit more vague because you're just looking at a body.
What happened here?
What happens here? You're looking over the body pretty extensively, correct?
Yeah.
like
Oh, yeah.
manipulating and stuff, not just looking up and down.
Mhm.
You find as you're investigating, and it takes a little while. You guys do a very, very thorough. It takes a while. You almost miss it the first time, but on his right thigh, there seems to be a small hole about the size of almost a thumbtack.
Oh wow, that's tiny. I will. Got my gloves on. I'm like, there. I point to it.
Looks like that maybe they were injected with something.
Yeah. Pricked with something.
And the autopsy has not been performed yet, right?
No, correct.
I wonder if they're going to do a tox screen. But does this? I'm gonna rack my brain. Does this seem like any? Does this start to throw up any red flags?
Not to you. No, not from what you're doing. I'll let one of the two of you, either Oak or not Oak, sorry, either Raphael or Darlene, roll one more investigate mystery if you'd like.
I'll do it.
I am Darlene. That's me. Okay.
Either
Yeah,
one of you can, not
one of
both of you. One of you has to decide to do it.
Oh, okay.
Mine's a +1. I don't mind doing it.
Same here. But go ahead. You go for it, sugar.
I'll go for it. I rolled a 6 and a 5. That's an 11.
Oh hey.
One is a 12.
Oh hey
You're
there.
gonna ask me two questions. What happened here was already revealed. What sort of creature is it? It's you could, like I said, that's gonna be a little bit more vague. Where did it go? You might be able to ask that, and what is being concealed here would be the three I'd say you could ask, and you can ask two of those.
Concealed here.
What's being concealed here? You look a little bit. It's pointed out by Oak what happened.
Don't just say a murder because we already know.
It was murder. No. What you-
Oh hey, none of us ever figured that.
Nope. What you glean as you look a little closer at the body and at the wound is that you don't think something was injected. You think things were taken out. This body seems to be a little bit drained of its blood.
Is there one hole or two holes?
There's only one hole. It was Dracula all along. Didn't ask
They
who
tapped
the mayor
him like
was.
They tapped him like a maple.
Yeah, and what's the second?
The
My
second-
questions were, what did this and what was the other one?
What sort of creature is it? You like would be pretty vague, or where did it go? Might be something you can ask.
Where did it go?
What you see is yes, hot minute. You see a small, very faint, only a couple drops of blood, that lead into a vent on part of this room.
Y'all see a little trail of blood leading that vent? I think it sucked some blood out of it. And it went that away.
What?
Well, then what would have killed him if what removed things came in through that vent? How would he have died?
I don't know. We could ask that guy, though.
Maybe the maybe the thing that removed blood from it, was either involved or just coming back to collect the reward or whatever. Doesn't have to be the same thing. But that's super weird to pick the blood out of something and leave through a vent. That's super not great.
Agreed.
That's worth following regardless.
Well, I'm gonna go check the vent.
And you
Let's
look
do
in.
that.
You check into the vent. You open it up. It's not big. It's not like person sized. It's like a child could fit in it, maybe, but like you can't definitely.
Mhm.
You could maybe throw Oak in there, but it'd be a tight squeeze for Oak. But you do see occasional, not a lot, droplets of blood. Still not few and far between, but heading into the vent, which does lead outside. You can see.
Okay. Yeah, so there's nothing in the vent still.
No.
And this
Okay.
doesn't throw up any of my spoopy alarms.
No. This is not something, as far as you know, this is not something you have encountered before.
Interesting. Okay. Well, now we know this. What are we gonna do with that knowledge?
Go around where the vent leads out and follow the trail.
Yeah.
Suppose that works. See if there is a trail to be had outside of this building.
Let's do it.
Yeah, sure. You guys, you as you leave, Mitchell says, "Oh, can I have those keys back, please? I
Oh,
do."
of course, there's
Oh, thank
sugar.
Are you
You've
gonna
been
tell?
such a dear, thank you.
Yeah. Is Gary? Are you gonna tell Gary anything? Do you have answers for Gary?
Well, I'll tell Gary as soon as I have something to tell Gary. I don't have anything concrete yet,
All right. Well, thank you for
but this has been most helpful. I am so appreciative.
Oh, great. Well, Mitchell, anytime.
Thank you so much, Mitchell. Do you prefer coffee or tea?
I like coffee decaf.
Great. I will just bring you a coffee sometime before I leave town. How about that?
Thanks. You guys, make your way out to where the vent is. You find a small. It's kind of. Someone's gonna roll just plus sharp. Anyone who wants to.
I'll go.
Is it not good?
Well, I have a +1. So that brings it to a 6.
Not quite good
Mark an
enough.
experience.
It's an experience though. You get an experience.
Yay!
Is the next threshold is 8?
The
Or
next
7.
threshold is 7. So you could try to help out if you'd like.
I'm gonna try and help out.
Roll it.
Do I roll 2d6 again?
It's always 2d6.
Okay, 4, and a 4 is 8, plus 1 is 9.
Yeah, it's plus your cool. It's your 9.
Oh, my cool is 0. Sorry, I thought it was just sharp. Nope.
No.
So 8.
Okay.
Uncool.
So on an 8, well, you're not cool or uncool. You're just even keel. On an 8, your help grants them +1 on the roll, but you also expose yourself to trouble or danger.
Oh boy!
So what
Howdy.
what happens here? You, at first, Darlene, you are looking around, and it's hard to tell. It's not tile or whatever the bottom of the morgue was. It's grass. It's asphalt, stuff like that. It's a little harder to tell. And you lose the track for a second, and you think you see something. You think you see a spot of blood, and as you go closer to investigate, it raises up out of the ground, and it crystallizes to what looks like a needle and darts towards you. But just as that happens, you see Raphael jump in front of it, and Raphael,
Oh, no!
one harm as it lodges in your neck. One
Except
harm.
that
No,
I have 1 armor.
Past your armor, so 2 harm as it lands right in your neck.
Okay, so 1 harm. Okay.
Yeah.
Ow! Is it just a needle, or is it like the creature still attached to it?
Nope. As soon as it pricks you and you feel a fountain of blood, it just blood's flowing from you. That's all that's happened.
Doggone it! Why does this always happen? Are you alright?
Pick up my dirty bandana that's around my neck and I tie it.
Oh, no. Sugar, no.
I
And I
mean-
just
I mean,
pull out a
ow.
handkerchief.
I mean, there's something in the ground shooting needles. Maybe let's look at that first.
Hey,
What is shooting needles out of the ground?
As you look, it's nothing. What you saw was the droplet of blood crystallize for a second and turn into a needle and shoot towards him. So whatever, as far as you can tell, it wasn't someone shooting it. It was the blood itself.
it's blood magic. I hate blood magic.
Blood
Okay.
magic is the only magic worth doing.
I hope that guy didn't have hepatitis.
He had a whole lot more to worry about than hepatitis, sweetheart.
I mean, but now I gotta worry about hepatitis if he had hepatitis.
I
Yeah.
suppose that might be true. I doubt he lived this long with hepatitis. Anyway,
Or tuberculosis.
The black lung pop.
So the blood's like enchanted or cursed or whatever. Either whoever's transporting it or whatever they're transporting it is cursing it. Or making it volatile.
Is there any way to make a spell so that like somebody's blood just up and leaves?
Yeah. I mean, anything's possible with magic is my experience.
That is correct. In this
There
world,
it is.
almost anything is possible with magic. That is correct.
I'm gonna look at Hex. Like, what's the biggest spell you ever did? Me too.
It's been some pretty big spells.
So yeah, it's
I
possible.
wonder if I could figure this one out. So now I'm racking my brain trying to figure out how one would do this.
Uh,
How painful it would be. And
You're-
what I could do with the blood afterward.
you roll. I want you to roll a plus sharp.
Me?
Yeah.
Not weird?
Oh, yeah, weird. Sorry, I'm sorry, weird.
Yay!
Yeah.
Oh, good. Because I rolled okay. Oh, 10 total. Look at that. With my +2.
10 total.
That's right.
What
Double
you,
fours.
yeah, what you kind of ascertain from this blood mat, you're trying to ascertain some things. You don't know exactly what this is 100%. This could be a variety of things. This could be someone using, I mean, you've seen or at least read about people using their own blood to create, like a blood sword or a blood dagger or enchant something they have. Or yes, I'm sorry. Or it could be someone, it could be the same thing, someone enchanting blood itself to do these things. But you think that, if that's the case, it's definitely someone nearby. Someone wouldn't just, you don't think someone could just, if that's the case, someone is doing this, they would have to be around.
Okay.
Those are the, but once again, everything is possible with magic. Those are the ones that make the most sense to you now.
So it was somebody had to be nearby, or what was the other one?
Well, I'm saying those are the kind of spells you would.
Okay.
These aren't necessarily what this is exactly. This is, you've seen people, or read about, like, okay, I'm going to cut my hand open and create a blood dagger from it, or
Right.
place my hand over my sword and give it some enchantment. Or if it was someone like using the blood nearby to create damage, it would have to be someone kind of around here.
Okay. Well, but I don't think it was a creature per se.
You don't know. Not as far as you know. It's not something you've come into contact with. If that's the case.
Well, I didn't learn shit.
Actually, no. I'll take it. I take it back. Yeah. Well, I'm going to give you some options here with a 10+. You think there are two options that would make sense. Either A, someone just did that in response to you, or whatever this blood was just reacted for some reason. Those are kind of the two options we have here.
Okay. So either someone is nearby and watching what's going on, or this was reactive
Yeah.
just to our presence.
Yeah.
Well, I guess the immediate thing to do is see who could be watching nearby. But act all nonchalant and the like.
Great.
Are you informing us?
That's right.
Oh.
We're having
Oh,
this
okay.
conversation.
Well, you were doing the whole conversation in character voice. I wasn't sure.
I'm sorry.
I'm gonna read a bad situation then.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
Roll it up.
That's
Sure.
what I do. Put my dice in here. Oh, a 6. I'll take it. And a 3 is a 9 plus a 1 is a 10. Right, Sharp?
Yeah. You get 3 questions. They're not all going to be available right now because of what situation you're in. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed yet?
Yes.
It makes sense. Well, I mean, you're literally getting it. Only 3 of these really make sense. Are there any dangers we haven't noticed it? Yeah. After you do this, you're kind of turning around as, you're kind of probably holding your wound, and you see a couple of their blood droplets, just few and far between, are starting to move a little bit, just slowly start to undulate. what's the biggest threat? Probably that. That seems like a pretty big threat. And then best way in, best way out, you could ask what's the most vulnerable to me, or what's the best way to protect the victims. Those, you can ask any of those and there'll be responses, but probably nothing super helpful.
So those are the most immediate threat. I don't see anyone controlling it that's
Correct.
nearby. Okay. Best way out.
The best way out, the best way out would be the other side of this police station, or maybe into the, it depends on where you want to go. You go into the main street and hope that this thing, whatever this is, isn't going to keep following you into the crowd of people. You could try to run away towards the forest, or you could try, it kind of depends on which way you want to go with it.
Well, which way is the best way out?
Well, it depends on if you want to go out and hope that it's not going to follow you into a crowd, or you can go out and be alone in the forest with it. It's the best way out depending on what you think is best in this time. Both of them are outs, just different kind of outs.
Whatever direction Oak's in, I'm just gonna run to him and push him towards whichever way is easiest to move him. So whether that's the road or whether that's the forest.
Say road. Seems more likely.
All right.
Okay.
That's what I do. I say they're moving, and I run and I grab him and I start to shield myself between him and the blood, and I start pushing him towards the road.
Okay. You guys make it into it's not like a huge crowd of people, but you're now on the main street. Are Darlene, you following?
I suppose.
Okay. You kind
Otherwise,
of
I'm gonna sustain some sort of harm from this, aren't I?
There's the only
Probably.
only one way to find out. You guys make your way into the street, and
I am curious. When we back away and move away, does it look like it stops?
I want you to do act under pressure. Roll 2d6 and add your cool.
Okay, well, -1 puts me at a whole 7.
Okay, so with a 7 of an act under pressure, and you're trying to kind of observe it as during this quick escape, I'm going to give you a worse outcome, a hard choice, or a price to pay. And that's going to be, you can take a look at what they're doing, but you're going to open, if you do that, there is a chance you're slowing down and you're going to give whatever it is an opportunity towards you. It's a choice you have.
You said you were giving me three options?
No. It's I can choose whether I'm giving you a worse outcome,
okay.
a hard choice, or a price to pay. And for this one, the price to pay is you can slow down and observe what it's doing, but you're going to open yourself up to an attack because of it, if you choose to. You can also just say no.
Yeah, fuck it. Yeah, I want to see what it's doing.
Yeah, you're following Raphael's lead. You turn back for a second, and a lot of the blood seems to be kind of, it was reacting to you guys being there and kind of dancing a little bit. It begins to kind of coalesce and leave, except for one, which slashes across your ankle. You take just 1 harm.
Okay.
And as you do, you notice some of your blood is now flowing the rest of this blood back in that direction.
Your blood's betraying you.
And you guys are now in the crowd full of people.
I am gonna go have to get that back.
Your suspicions about your blood are correct.
Well, the interesting thing about that is my blood is there with it, so maybe we can find it.
Can you do blood location magic?
Let's see. Can I do blood location magic?
Yeah. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a use magic roll though.
All right.
A minute.
I have a 12. I don't know if that's gonna tell you anything, but
That's fine. Okay, let's second. Okay, so I'm still figuring this out. Okay. So this is what the hex can do, is they learn rotes. So you're using magic, and you gotta 12. 12 is still just regular for you. It's the magic works exactly without issue, choosing your effect. And the effect of this use magic is going to be observing another place. Well, let's say you guys take a minute. You're not doing this. Is once again using
Sure,
magic does take its specific thing.
We find whatever location is appropriate and all that.
It's probably your room.
All right,
Probably
we go
the
back to our
safest.
room, and I'll make myself comfortable.
And for you to cast your spell, what you need is once again runes engraved and the spilling of blood, whether it be your own or a willing participant.
All right.
For this, I will say, and you guys would know this from being together a lot, it's the spilling of blood, which is 1 harm, is not ignore armor. So you could do that to Raphael if he's willing, and he won't take any damage from it.
Well, I'm gonna have to carve some runes into somebody's flesh. Is it gonna be mine or yours, Raphael?
Oh, it just might as well
All right.
be your canvas.
Where you want them this time?
This time, let's go left arm, because I'm going to eat this Dutch baby with my right.
Sounds great. Don't you eat? We're on the floor. Make sure you don't get no crumbs on this floor now.
I'm trying not to, but the whipped cream's a little runny this time.
Okay, you slowly with you have a knife, right? Some sort of
I have
knife?
an anathema, yes.
Yeah. You carve your runes, whatever they look like, into his arm.
Anathema. I have anathema.
I have asthma. You carve, and whatever your runes look like, the blood spills a little bit, and it creates a small circle. It kind of flows from his body, creates a small circle on the floor in front of you. And what you see as this kind of blood pool is in front of you is it turns crystal and clear. And what you see is a basement. You see a basement, and you see just it looks like a very, very large pile of blood. A huge puddle just sitting in this basement. Unmoving currently. You know that this let's be a little more specific. You can see from your kind of portal you've created, or this kind of seeing portal you've created, there seems to be a lot of books, but you can't tell. It's very dark. A lot of books, maybe a nice, what they call stand, like someone would be giving a speech at.
A podium?
A podium, and a lot of chairs, all stacked up high.
So based on what we know about this town, this is probably something like a community center or a church or something. Any idea?
Those would be good guesses. Yes.
All right. Well, we should try to find out what building could have a location like this within it, I suppose.
Okay, and then
was I able to make out any of the titles of the books? What kinds of books? Are they religious texts or?
They looked thick, but you can't really tell what it said on them. No.
Okay.
So what this is your class as the hex is now you have this. You can use blood sing is a rote you have. It's not one you blood sing. It's not one you can currently. So basically the way it works is every time you use magic, you can decide that it's a rote and you get to write it down. But it's not currently it's not one that counts like your other spell. You eventually will be able to make it if you choose it. You basically make a list of them and then choose what you want afterward. Okay, and that's what you guys have to go on.
So, blood seeing, and then does that work with my my Luck of the Damned? Because I did use magic.
Correct.
Okay.
So now you have +1 to the next thing you do. So just be careful that's not something stupid.
Oh, any roll that I make. Oh, look at that.
I mean, it's gonna be something stupid.
All right. What do you guys do based on this information?
Well, what do y'all think? We just look around town, see what kind of thing is.
Yeah, I mean, it's a town.
Be used. There is this festival thing going on too, so.
It's a small town. There can't be that many places like that.
That's right. That's what I was thinking.
Yep.
All right, you guys hit the streets. Where would you like to go first, or what would you like to do?
Did I heal up at all while we sat there? And
Yeah.
I ate
So
pancakes?
it's a one. Yeah, a one. Let me double check. Yeah, you guys were waiting for a while. You both heal 1 when you rested.
Nice.
So you're both currently
Perfect.
fine.
Great.
Yay.
And it's now getting to be, you woke up in the morning, based on how much time it took you to dispel and everything, it's now getting closer to 3-4 p.m.
Okay. Well, let's see.
We hop in the truck. I guess we drive.
Sure.
Is there a local community college or a...
There's not a local community college. The things that would probably, based on your description, that would make most sense is there is a community center, Hushed Hallows Community Center. There is a church, and those are the 2 that stand out the most.
No city hall? Nothing like that?
Well,
go ahead.
the cornerstone of every small town is the high school.
It's an option as well. There is also a high school.
High schools and churches are often very important in these small towns.
Yeah.
Yeah, true. I mean, there's 3 locations. I could drop each of you off at one, and I could go.
There it is.
The last one.
Let's not.
The end of the game.
Let's try the church.
Remember what happened last time we tried that?
Let's try the high school first.
Okay. Yeah, you walk up to, it is called, I have it right here, Timber Creek Academy. It is a fairly large school. Seems to be a little more modern than some of the other places around here. Maybe it was updated recently. There, on the front of the school, there it says Timber Creek Academy. There's a sign, as well as a picture of their mascot. It is a man wearing green and black flannel. Seems to have a bushy brown beard and a knit cap and an axe. And it says Huck the Lumberjack.
Wow.
And you got.
Okay.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Lucy would appreciate that.
Yeah, we are lumberjacks. Roar, roar, roar. That's all I had to say.
That's what they do. They roar.
I hate lumberjacks.
You walk up to the door, and it's currently locked.
Tigger, is there anything you don't hate?
I'll let you know if I think of it.
You really
was
ought to
locked.
find some things in life that you don't hate. You can't go through your life just hating everything.
Door's locked.
The door is currently locked. What are you guys doing?
What's your scale of confidence? Well, I mean, it's in a basement, right?
Yeah.
That's what you saw? I mean, the high schools have basements.
Yeah, of course they do. They have boiler rooms and basements.
That's right.
Massive storage facilities. Didn't you ever go to a high school?
I mean, yeah, but I wasn't there too much. Mostly hung out at the graveyard, digging graves. A lot of basements there, but they're only 6 feet deep.
Mm.
All of that is extremely surprising to me.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you're feeling it, we could try and get in here. I mean, I'll ring the doorbell or knock on the door. Do they have those?
There's
Oh.
not a doorbell. There, you can knock on the door, but no one responds.
My high school had a
It's a
doorbell.
Saturday. How
Whatever.
large was the room that I saw?
Fairly sizable. It was pretty big. Like, I don't know dimensions off the top of my head. Like 2 family rooms put together, maybe a little bigger than that.
I could try to force the door open, but it would probably set off an alarm.
I agree. Any windows open? Or any windows can't check?
Yeah, let's say there is. You do notice there is a second-story window slightly ajar.
I see a window slightly ajar. Not that it looks like a jar or nothing. Just means it's a little open.
Second story.
Read that in a book.
Second story.
I am enlightened.
So is there a platform? Is there a way to walk up to, or is it just like a
Oh,
flat wall?
No, there's a fire escape leading to the second-story window.
I mean, I don't know if it's like
a
a
small
level
second-story
thing.
window. No.
Man, you know. I'll have to show you a picture of my high school. In my high school,
Apparently.
the second story, there's like a small there's a small floor, and then you're up to the second. All right.
Can I try? Can I try to conjure an earth wall in order to use it as a stepping stone?
Sure, yeah. Roll use magic.
That's a 6. Wait, yeah, it's a 6.
Well, that's not very good. That's a miss though. You do get to mark the experience.
That's good. It's nice.
You yeah. Here's what happens.
Fuck my life.
You like, and you haven't been casting. I mean, yeah, you've been casting here and there, but maybe not as much as you should have been.
This is why I don't use magic.
You raise it up, and you think you're gonna raise it right as a stepping stone to kind of lift you guys on. You do, and you hear a yell as Raphael is propelled high into the air, as this earth wall has now catapulted him up very high. Raphael, you are flying through the air. What are you gonna do?
I mean, like, is it by the window?
Yeah, it's a little far. You could try something. You could try to do a maneuver.
I mean, I'm just gonna try and catch something or grab something.
You think you're close enough to where if you use your axe, you might be able to hook on.
That's exactly it. Yep.
Act under pressure.
Take it out. Do I need to turn it on or just?
No, act under pressure.
Act under pressure.
Plus your
Cool, huh? Man, 5 and a 3. That's an 8 total.
Yeah, he takes. You're gonna use it in its attended form? Are you using it as a hatchet, or you? It's either way. It's fine. It's up to you for flavor.
Whichever way it seems, it would be better. I mean, a giant thunder hammer probably doesn't seem as convenient to use, but maybe it's got longer reach.
It does have longer reach. It's not a hatchet.
Giant ass thunder hammer.
Yeah, you see Raphael take out a small hatchet, and as he it's farther than he thinks, but as he kind of reaches it, it grows in length. The handle elongates, and the hatchet head turns into 2 large hammers on each side. And he managed to somehow hook it and hold on and carefully climb himself into the window. Because the 10 plus was you set out what you're going to do.
All right. Well, I guess I did it. I mean, I rolled an 8, not a 10 plus, but I'll take the 10 plus.
Oh, you had an 8?
8.
Oh, I thought you said, never mind, I misheard you. That's all right. You're going to have, okay, so you're going to do, this is a worse outcome, hard choice, or price to pay. The price to pay here is you do hook on, but you slam your knee you slam your whole body pretty hard into the whole building. Like, you catch it, and then boom.
Ow.
You take just 1 harm, so it's ignored by your armor.
All right. I feel a bit rattled. So as I'm hanging there, I'm like, can they reach my feet?
No.
No. I'll climb up. No,
Better climb on up and let us in.
Oh, that's a good idea right there. Yep. I guess
right.
I'll mosey on downstairs.
Now don't get lost.
Unless there's like a rope or something in this classroom.
There's no rope in this classroom.
Am I in the recreational science room?
No, you're in the.
What is recreational science? Hang on, what? I'm concerned for a second. Did Chris actually go to high school?
Recreational science is like.
We had a recreational ed class. We had a doorbell, and we have a 2-story one, but it's a flat part, and then it goes up to the next part. All this is legit high school stuff.
I just say as my spell fails, like everything I've ever tried in my life, I'm just like, I hate magic.
You don't mean that, do you?
I really do.
Well, you keep hating magic, maybe magic's gonna hate you.
Yeah. I forgot my lamp.
That's true. Technically, you have a -1.
I factored it in.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah. That's what prevented it from being a 7.
Awesome.
What is this?
Yeah, and you're in the history. You're in a history room. There's posters about European history, and there's a nice portrait of Lincoln somewhere. What are you gonna do, Raphael?
I guess I'm gonna open the next door and start to make my way downstairs to the front door and open it.
Yeah, you make your way. It's a very quiet. You doesn't seem to be anyone in here.
Or not the front door. I'm gonna open a window. because I think the door's got an alarm set.
Sure. You open a window on the first floor and kind of got everyone. When you're walking, you think you heard splashing, echoing through the halls. That was about it.
It's not great.
Slashing?
Splashing, not slashing.
Slashing. Okay.
What a great sign.
The smashing. You think you heard splashing?
Just British men toasting. Smashing, dude.
Smashing, lads. And you guys climb through the window and you're all reunited.
I heard some splashing. It's similar to smashing, but with a P and an L instead of an M.
I look around. Is there a floor lamp?
Yeah.
Okay. I unplug it from the wall and I pick it up.
You now see that he has his floor lamp.
I'm ready to go.
All right. I'll keep my hammer out.
All right, where are you guys going?
Towards the splashing.
Yeah.
Sure. You walk for a while. You listen to the echoing. You eventually make your way into the pool of the high school, and you see there's about five guys just kind of swimming, doing laps. And as soon as you enter hammer and lamp, you see one.
I mean, we would have gone around the. Okay, never mind.
There's only one entrance to this place.
Yep.
There's no corners. You open the door. Well, you can peek in if you want to, but
That's what we would have done. You think if we saw people, so we just stroll right in?
With our
Well, you don't see people. It's closed. It's a separate door to the pool. There's no windows to it. At least I'm
All right. Yeah. Whatever. Yeah. Let's go.
Okay. Well, you can, like I said, you can open it and see them, but you have a chance to do. If you want to just bail, you can.
I mean, it's not going to be up here. It's going to be in the basement. So let's go downstairs.
Just shut the door.
Okay. And they didn't see you. You make your way to the basement, correct? How are you guys making your way down there? Actually, discuss a battle plan for 2 seconds while I pee. 1 second.
Yeah. I mean, on foot. Walking.
I was thinking of getting a horse.
Getting horse. I mean, I'll walk in first, I guess. Hammer in hand. I don't want nothing to happen to Oak, so Oak stays behind me.
I've got my lamp.
Battle plan.
I guess I'll take out my crossbow.
Crossbow?
I don't know how I carried that with me, but I have one.
Me neither. How, convenient is this crossbow? Is it like one that shoots rubber bands?
I had to learn how to hunt back when I was growing up. Pappy taught me.
Crossbows. In a world full of guns, you can carry a crossbow with you.
That's right.
Yeah.
You ain't never hunted with a crossbow?
Nope.
Well, you should try.
Oh, maybe.
A lot quieter than a gun.
Well, I don't do much hunting. Mostly buried dead bodies.
And oftentimes you can recover your ammunition. Can't do that with a gun. Pappy taught me how to shoot a gun too, but I carry my crossbow. It's much quieter.
Yeah.
All right. What did everyone decide upon?
We're walking.
I got my crossbow out.
Sure. Crossbow out, lamp in hand, hammer out. You guys.
I'm leading the way.
Yeah. You slowly make your way into the basement. It is very dark, and it does look like the same scene. You see.
Kids swimming.
No, you see chairs stacked up. You see the same kind of shelves. You recognize it as the same place.
And where is the blood?
As you guys enter, you don't see it anymore.
It got legs and walked away.
I mean, at this point, that's quite likely.
It's very dark. It's kind of dank in here. And you hear just slight dripping.
Where was the dripping coming from?
Ceiling. It's hard to tell. It's echoing a little bit.
I want to see if that is dripping blood.
Okay, yeah. How are you gonna light up this room?
I'll plug in my lamp.
Super duper.
I mean, does my hammer produce any light?
No.
All right.
You see Oak walk around for a minute looking for a plug. Plugs in and turns it on, and there does seem to be a couple droplets of blood slowly dripping down in the corner of the room.
I guess we follow this trail of blood then, or what do y'all think?
I mean, ain't got nothing else better to do. Yep.
Okay.
I look over there. I walk over.
You're gonna walk over.
I look around the room. Can I read a bad situation?
Yeah,
Seems
roll it
pretty
up.
bad.
The goddamn floor lamp
Yeah.
This is how-
just carrying with you?
I just rolled a d20. That's not it.
No, it's not. It's for sure not a roll. A d20.
4 and a 3. That's a 7.
That's a 7. That's a
1. An 8.
sharp. Nice.
Right.
It's a mixed success. You can ask me one. What's the best way in? What's the best way out? Are there any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? Or what's? Those are the ones that count. Any dangers we haven't noticed? What's the biggest threat? And then, what's the best way in or out? If you want.
Dangers we haven't noticed.
Like a solid choice.
It's a solid choice. You're approaching closer to kind of investigate this. Yeah, you kind of walk up a little bit, and as you do, you see from underneath the bookshelves, from hidden behind the tables, there's blood starts to coalesce, coming from just every corner of this room, hidden behind things, but not getting it wet, and it's rushing towards where you are. And the small puddle of blood that's been dripping, it wraps around your ankle
Well,
and starts to drag you to the floor.
it's coming right for us.
What do you guys all do?
Can I use my telekinesis?
Sure. You still have to use roll magic, so you're using your rote.
All right. This thing took my blood and I'm angry. Okay. And I have a +1 to my next roll.
Mhm.
So that is a total. Let's see. That's a total of 12,
That's good.
right? 9 plus 3. Yep.
So on a use magic +12, is you will it's still +10, so you don't get the advance. I don't believe is you works without issues. What are you exactly trying to do with it?
I want to hurl this thing up into a corner and hold it there
Okay.
so that it cannot hurt myself or my friends.
It's not when this is happening. When it reaches him, it's not all together yet. You see all the blood coming, but it's not all one piece. You can try to. Right now, there is one tentacle wrapped around Raphael's leg, and there are other puddles beginning to form and start to move, but it's not one solid thing yet. And also, if you do it with the one with Raphael, it's gonna take him with it. He is attached currently.
Well, then I'll use it more or less like a shield, I suppose, to interpose between us and the rest of the blood, if I can. To kind of like push the rest of the blood up into one place.
Okay, and so you're leaving Raphael, but you're kind of pushing the other blood away from you and Oak. Is that what's happening?
Well, because otherwise we're going to have the rest of this on our hands too.
Yeah.
So I guess I'll try
Proud.
instead of throwing Raphael around and leaving us open to more.
You're going to try to put it all
I
near
don't know.
Raphael. Sure, that's fine.
No, not near Raphael, in a different corner of the room.
Oh,
trying to keep it separated.
Gotcha.
Trying to keep it
but away.
separated.
Sure.
Hey!
You did roll your magic. How are you casting this rote? You still have to do the runes and the spilling of blood.
I take my dagger, my athame from my holster on my hip, and I carve a quick little rune into my arm. No, I don't even do that. I just carve it quickly into my thigh.
Okay. You take 1 harm.
Yep. And yep, there's the harm. Sorry, I was trying to find a place to mark it.
Great.
And my eyes become dark with anger. And and I'm like, not the fuck today.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah. Okay, great. You feel the pain in your thigh as you do this, but you're still, your anger does.
I'm too angry to notice.
Exactly. Okay. What else? What are you guys doing?
I'm gonna unplug my lamp.
Good call.
Yep. And then I will attempt to conjure again. Oh God. I will attempt to conjure a fuck it. I'm gonna attempt to conjure a wind wall to try to It says it can add 1 armor to the wall or to me. I don't know how the hell this all works.
To the wall, yeah.
Okay.
So basically, you could use it to, like, if you want to trap, like, she kind of corralled half of the blood. You can try to use your earth wall to try to trap it in there. Oh, wind. Sorry, you can use your wind to try to trap it in there if you want. It's harder to break through.
I will try to do that. I've got my lamp now. 10. No.
Good.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter. It's more. It's 11.
11. Okay. So this is technically, give me a second. So you're using your spell, which is technically a kick some ass.
Yes.
And you did an 11. This isn't really a point where you could, okay. So with a 10 plus, you choose an extra effect. You gain the advantage. You inflict terrible harm, which you're not really doing. You suffer less, or you force them where you want them, that's what this is. You are using your wind wall to kind of take the blood and just trap it in the corner, correct?
Sure.
Great. You still see Raphael. The blood is definitely wrapping around you and getting tighter. And
It's my turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to try and... So it's just blood wrapping around me?
Yeah, it's wrapping around you and starting to squeeze and more of it.
Can I, like, just... Can I hit the blood?
You can try. Sure.
Hit the blood?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm going to hit the blood.
Kick some ass.
Kick some ass. A 5. Oh, God. And a 3 plus 2 is 8 plus 2, which is 10.
Great. You can choose one extra effect. You gain the advantage, take +1 forward, give +1 to someone else, inflict terrible harm, you suffer less, or you force them where you want them.
Inflict terrible harm? Is that possible?
You can try. That's an option. You don't know yet. It's kind of the part of this game.
Can I force it where I want to? Is there a way I could, like, throw it into the same wind wall and telekinetic?
Nah, you're using a hammer to try to take a hammer to toss a bottle of water emptied into another place. It's not gonna work.
I'm gonna inflict terrible harm.
Yeah. And you have
Smite. So my body and my divine weapon.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's not what that is. We'll double check. Oh yeah. Okay. Yes. I was reading the second half. Yes. Okay. So what happens? And this is a. Yeah. Just a double second to check on the tags real quick. This is something we haven't done a ton. 114. Okay, because you are attacking with a harm holy, and this of course isn't on here.
Yep, it is holy magic. Yep.
That doesn't seem to do anything, unfortunately. You attack and your lightning crackles as you swing down this hammer on it, and the blood, like the tentacle dissipates when it's hit by your hammer, and blood goes everywhere. You splatter this thing. Yeah. Some of it begins to kind of, as you do it, you slam it down. A large, like half of the blood that you just splattered, is kind of scattered around. A small puddle begins to form kind of by your feet, and you see the other part of the blood, maybe a half gallon, kind of begins to slip upward and into a vent.
Oh, fuck.
So, So how much do we think is contained by my telekinesis? How much is contained by the wind wall?
I would say, based on what you see currently, and no more blood is coming out, and that's the good news. It is a lot. I would say maybe there's about, looks to be 4 gallons contained by your telekinesis and the wind wall together, and maybe 1 gallon now forming, maybe 2 gallons, a gallon and a half forming by Raphael's feet, and maybe a liter and a half that is now up in the vent, heading somewhere else. And what you guys see now, it's turn. Inside the wind wall and the telekinesis together, you see the blood begin to come together. It's all contained now, and it begins to crystallize. And it takes the form. It's got 2 long, sharp feet, legs kind of, and a long torso. And it seems to be making arms with their just long blades of crystal red. And it's trying to keep its form together, and you feel your spell is still holding it for now, but it's not going to, it's doing damage to the wind wall. It's trying to cut its way through, and the telekinesis. It's held for now, but you're not sure how long it's going to last.
Y'all think there's someone in here? Or we need to leave? Like now?
I am going to start looking around for clues, signs, where the hell this is being conjured from. I'm scrambling.
Okay, let's do investigate a mystery. I'm going to have you actually, let's have you, you're going to act under pressure and investigate a mystery. Act under pressure first.
No. This is not dealing with the consequences of my own spell, is it?
No.
4.
A 4 that's an act of depression. That's a failure.
Yeah.
Give me a second. Let me double check. Mark the XP though. At least you're doing better with your XP. A miss is going to be for this. Check. Introducing basic moves. Here we go. You did act under pressure. On a miss, things go to hell. Okay. So that's what happens on a miss under act under cool. You're trying to investigate a mystery during a fight with a blood creature, and you're a little distracted.
I was trying to keep my cool.
Well, that was
act under pressure.
The act under pressure was because you wanted to investigate during the situation. Yeah, doesn't always. If you're focused on a fight, that's fine. If things are tense, and they are, things go to hell. And what happens is you drop your spell. It's now fighting against the telekinesis of Darlene, but it's quickly making its way through. And you see this creature kind of stabbing its sword through this, what you assume is invisible, and slowly trying to pry its way through.
Okay.
I am pissed off. This thing took my blood, and I want to burn everything.
What are you gonna do? Okay, yeah. Are you doing ignore armor, or are you doing radius?
Not doing radius. I want to ignore armor.
Okay.
3 harm, ignore armor.
Yeah, so you still roll use magic.
Okay. And does this have to be fire, or can it just be like I use the telekinesis to like crush this
It can be
thing?
anything you want. Yeah, it's just flavor.
I wanna crush it and slam it up against the wall. And crush it some more. So I have a +1 from the last time I used magic, because that's all I've been doing.
Yep.
It doesn't build, right? It's just
No, it's a +1.
single +1.
Every time you
right.
use +1, it just keeps.
So I have a +1 from my last used magic. So I have a total of 9. No. Sorry, doing math wrong. 8 plus 3 is 11.
You continue to, there's no odd effects. You continue to, you're using your telekinesis now. It still seems to be breaking through. It's still trying to fight, but you're now making this thing smaller, and the crystal is breaking, and it's not turning back to liquid. It's just shards contained in this ever-encroaching telekinetic ball you've created. It still seems to be making its way through, but
I'm just screaming, and I'm just bashing this thing against the wall repeatedly.
Yeah, it looks like it's getting a little fucked up. Raphael.
We're in one corner of the room. Right.
You are in one corner with the thing that a puddle. In the other corner, there is the telekinesis actual like crystallized thing.
Like on the opposite side of the room?
Yes.
Then what's in the other two corners? Anything or no?
The Oak and probably Darlene. Yeah.
Oak and Darlene in one corner. Is there anything in the other opposite corner?
A bookshelf, there's chair, everything I described in the beginning.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All around.
So I'm trying to see if there's another guy in the room with us. That's what I'm trying to see.
You can try to do the same if you want. You can
And it's kind of that it's either, well, my choice is either to try and do what he did. What I was looking to do is if there was an area in the room that we haven't been in, or we can't just see where we're standing, I was just gonna run there.
No. As far as you can tell, you don't see any hiding places in this room. I will let you, because of Oak's failure, I'll let it so you you can investigate a mystery if you want. You're still gonna have to roll an act under pressure. I made Oak do it.
You know, his goal is to protect Oak, so I'm running over to Oak.
Okay, and you're just kind of guarding him for your turn?
I'm gonna say, man. So we already saw some escape out event.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say, yeah, I'm gonna protect. Well, I have protect someone under tough. Is that like something I have to do?
Roll it. Roll plus
I'm gonna protect Oak, and I'm gonna say, I think maybe this thing's already left, isn't trying to take stuff out with it. Oh gosh, I'm throwing my dice so aggressively. That's a 4, and a 3 is a 7, plus 2 is a 9.
A 9. On a 7 plus, you protect them okay, but you're gonna suffer some or all the harm they're going to get. So now you're just standing as a wall. Okay. On this thing's turn, it's now the small puddle of blood that was by you before. Like I said, it was a gallon.
Did Oak get a second turn? Oh yeah, he did.
Yeah, he just failed. The other puddle of blood, now it goes up to where the other one was that escaped through the vent. Those two are now gone. You think you maybe hear screaming coming from up above.
Those boys are dead.
And
blood pool.
And this now much smaller and fucked up blood entity is now burst free. It looks very much worse for wear. As its action, it's going to point its bladed arm, extend it long towards Oak, and shoot out looks like a blood dagger. You have protected him, so you're going to take his harm. You take 2 harm, but you ignore 1, so you take 1 harm, Raphael.
Thanks, Dad.
Ow.
You have a blood dagger sticking out of your arm.
That's awesome. Ow.
I think the relationship is more like Big Brother.
Yeah.
Definitely. What are you guys going to do?
Just choke out the door and say we gotta go up. They're upstairs.
I'm going to be continuing raging against this thing.
Oh, okay. Maybe we should kill that.
Unless somebody stops me, I'm just going to continue to rage against this thing.
You don't have to. You can do that. You can keep going and split. That is.
I'm going upstairs.
Okay.
With my lamp.
Okay.
How hurt does this thing look?
It looks worse for wear from what you did. Looks worse from wear from what you did to it last time. It looks not great, but not like gone.
Okay.
All right, you two run upstairs. We'll do Darlene first. Darlene, you are now. This thing has now just shot Oak. Tried to shoot Oak. Ended up shooting Raphael. What are you gonna do?
Can I do more of the same?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Just continuing to rage and scream. I got another 11. Another 8 plus 3. Holy shit.
Yeah, that's very good. A 10. Your magic works without issue. And you did the 3 harm. Ignore armor.
That's right.
And
that's right.
You see it trying to claw its way through, and now it has. It definitely shot your friend. You just use the rest of your power and your telekinesis to just crush this thing upon itself until it's a small, almost fist-sized ball, almost like a crystal ball, with just a small portion of blood in the center.
I'm gonna stomp on it.
Sure. And you just rage for a while and just kind of destroy this thing. Let's cut back to the others.
That's right.
You two are running upstairs. You continue to hear screaming.
We're running towards the screaming. Oh, I'm running towards the screaming.
Yeah. It's in the pool. You burst open the doors and you see 4 of the guys are now out of the pool, just panicking. One is being held by a similar blood tentacle. There is a dead body in the pool. The blood is spread out in the water, is now beginning to kind of come together on the top of the water.
So
Is that one guy still in the pool with the tentacle, or no?
The dead body? No. He's just on the cusp of being outside the pool. Maybe one of his legs is in the pool. The tentacle wrapped around him.
I just yell, "Pull him out!" And I'll yell to Oak, and I take out my electric hammer, and I hold it over my head, ready to slam it into the pool.
Oak, what do you do?
Sure. That's something I can do. I will use wind and wall to move the kid out.
Yeah, roll. Kick some ass.
I don't think people realize how bad my magic is. Here we go.
That's why you need a mentor.
7.
That's a mixed success. Not bad. So on a let's see. So that's not really gonna fly here. So let's do. Give me a second. It's that. Let's do a kick some ass, but it's going to be instead of doing inflicting harm upon each other. This isn't really this is not a situation where you would take harm. We're going to use a glitch from the use magic, and that's going to be you're going to do what you set out to do, but it's going to draw.
So actually, I'm going to actually use a luck to make it a 12.
Very good. Okay, I have to check something real quick. Give me a hot minute because the rules they have changed. Give me 1 minute.
Okay.
Okay.
Based on these circumstances, I think I would use my luck.
That's good. That's a good time to use it.
It's gonna be brutal.
Give me a second. This is a fun change.
Not my first rodeo.
About to throw a plugged-in toaster into a pool.
Okay. You spend your point of luck. So mark off your luck.
Yep, done.
Something happens that is not going to come up right now. And you do it. You just push him out. You take your wind wall. Water splashes. The blood tentacle kind of gets scattered by this mix of water. And this kid is now out of the pool.
Nice.
He screams and hits his head on the tiles. But he's okay.
Do it, Raphael.
I slam my electric hammer into the water.
Yeah. Roll a kick some ass.
4. I'm just so aggressive.
So
and another
many.
4. 8 plus 2 kicks some ass, right? So it's still tough.
Yeah.
8 plus 2 is 10.
Yeah, you slam your thunder hammer into the water, your lightning hammer, and as you do, you see the lightning just spread throughout it, and you hear a high-pitched wail as this now creature blood thing just entirely dissipates on the water, and it's just blood in the water and silence.
But there was 2 of them? There 2 of these things, or?
No, there was a blood tentacle that was being held on that you got rid of, and there was a big blood puddle in a big thing that was beginning to form on the water that is now gone.
So there's no more blood things in this swimming room.
Correct.
Okay.
And eventually, Darlene, I assume you make your way to everyone else?
Eventually, yes.
Yeah.
After a good amount of raging.
Okay. What do you guys do? I'll wrap it up in a second.
Well, that sucked. And I'm gonna look at my lamp and be like, this kind of my lamps have never failed me. I love lamp.
That's what he loved.
I love lamp.
I mean, yeah, we got like a dead body. That's not good. But that's one thing killed. Do you think someone was controlling it, or you think this thing was independent?
I really don't know that much about blood magic, but
Darlene.
What do I gather? What do I reckon?
You reckon that currently you are, based on what you saw and the surroundings, you think this was for, you don't know how it came about, but this seemed to be a sentient creature based on its actions.
oh,
This thing seems to be acting of its own accord. I don't know
Right.
that anybody else necessarily summoned it. But if they did, it would have to be of substantial power because it did act on its own.
there's a dead body in the water.
We should probably call the police.
Yeah.
Do that whole little thing. I wonder who we could talk to about in this town about how weird this is and see who wants to keep things quiet.
If it's like most...
Hi, boys. Like everyone that's still alive on the side of the pool.
Well, the one guy's passed out. There's a bunch of guys in like Speedos.
I look at one of them. I'm like, listen, I know there's a huge impulse to call me a hero and thank me, but it's really not necessary.
Can someone call our moms, dads? Can we get like
Of
a ride?
course, sugars. Yes. What are your folks' names? Where do they live? Let's get these kids cleaned up and take them home.
The police might be a good idea. So it's one
Of course, sugar.
All right, you take care of the kids. You get them. You make sure the police come. You tell. You just, I don't know, whatever story you guys want to spin, or tell them the truth. It's up to you guys. And you guys get the kids home safe. And you guys are left on the streets of Hushed Hallows. What do you do?
We thank Chris for the bits first.
I mean, we got to go to the fair.
It's now pretty late.
Oh, we missed the fair.
No, you didn't miss the fair. It's just it's late at night and you guys are hurt now. If you want to heal the hurt you have, you do need to rest.
I'm doing fine.
I'm doing okay.
I got a dagger in my shoulder, but
Oh,
I've
you
had
do.
worse. Yeah, I mean, should I leave it or take it out?
So no, as soon as the creature dissipated, the dagger dissipated too.
I could
Oh.
try to
There's just blood all over me.
conjure a massive force of wind and blast your shoulder apart. That might help.
And I wouldn't mind going with fair. You know, Darlene had a good point. Maybe it's time for us to take a little rest bit.
Fairs are really nice at night.
We could
Let's
have
go do that. Look at that. We found something. We found something Oak does not hate.
I love
Bears and lamps.
I love lamp, and I'm just dragging my lamp.
This
Excellent.
is fantastic.
Y'all ever ride the zipper?
We'll be
Or
doing no such
tilt-a-whirl?
thing.
You guys make your way towards the fair, and there are rides, there are people, and
I go to the Dutch baby stand.
Brogy's there.
God.
You begin to make your way through the streets, and as you do, not in a super noticeable, like to everyone way, the moon is now a slight shade of red.
Yep.
I check my pamphlet.
You check your
That is my shade.
you check your pamphlet, and the ink begins to move again in its normal way, and then it turns a bright red, and it says, "You're here." And then the pamphlet turns to acid in your hands.
Acid?
And that's our one for tonight.
My pamphlet.
Roll for trip. See what kind of an experience you have on this app.
Yeah, it was those Dutch babies.
Oak looks up and says, "I hate blood moons."
And that's a solid last line.
Who was the real monster of the week? The
awful.
blood, or death, or us?
Christ.
Thanks for joining us for this.
For whatever that was.
Monster of the week.
Whatever that was. That's right.
For Supernatural 99.
That's
Yeah.
right.
You didn't tell us how well done the body was, or how crisp it was.
I like how Matt's just
electric water.
Matt's just gone.
Matt just got up and left. He's like, fuck this.
I was just putting away my dice.
I know. It just looked funny.
So normally this is this game is rolled in arcs. Like I said, if we continue to play this at some point. So at the end of the session, I'm going to ask you guys the following questions: did we conclude the current mystery? Only kind of. Did we save someone from certain death?
I
Yes.
did.
Yes.
You did. Did we learn something new and important about the world?
There are
Probably.
blood golems, and
Yeah,
you can
probably.
blood-tricute them.
And then did we learn something new or important about one of the hunters?
I love Lamp.
Nah, it's not really. No, I don't think so. So you guys get Mark 1 experience. Everyone gets 1 experience for that.
Yeah.
Got 3 XP.
Me
Halfway
too.
there. Halfway there.
All right.
Oak's gonna be like level 90 by the next session because of how often he fails.
Bad.
I would literally be like level 1 million from my one shot with Ty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait. See, when stuff like that comes out, that's when something new or interesting about a hunter. Because I'm assuming if we continue this, which I'd like to at some point, you guys know each other. You don't know everything about each other's backstories.
Yeah.
And that's it. Thank you for joining us.
Yeah.
Thank you, everybody, so much. This was fantastic. Why don't we go and do our sign-offs and our favorite moment of the game? We forget to do that sometimes. And before we go away, we will be doing another one shot next week. Emma will not be with us, and I think Ty, are you also gone?
I'm also done.
Oh, wow.
All right, so Emma and Tyra are both gone next week, and I'll be doing something. We'll figure it out, but come back here at 9:30 next week, and I'll be running something. Follow on Twitter to find out what that is. All right, take us away, Ty.
I'm Ty. You can find me here and on Twitter. My favorite moment from the game, I'm gonna go to my favorite moment as like a whole as a GM is that we didn't have a chance with everyone this time, but most of the locations in this city were built by everyone together. Is a lot of those locations, locales were someone saying like, oh, this should be the bar, this should be the inn, and it was fun to see how those played out. I enjoyed that a lot. I enjoyed community town building. My favorite specific moment would be I liked God, there were a lot of good ones and a lot of garbage ones. I liked the stare off was really funny for no reason, and Darlene unleashing was really cool too. Those were mine by 3. Chris?
All right.
Yeah, my name's Chris. You can follow me at my Twitter handle that's over there. That is a great way to find Matt and Alexis on there. And but my come join us again on July 14th for Mythos Mystery Society. That'll be fun. But my favorite moment here tonight, it's probably the stare off. I mean, Matt just added so much fuel to the fire. It was so good. I just love how like it was gonna be something like I'm just gonna stare at him. Matt's like me too, and I'm like oh, and then Matt he ramped it up to a new level. That just made me smile so much. I like that.
It was fun. So yeah, I'm Matthew Foreman. I'm at Matthew W. Foreman on Twitter. You can find me here at Dice Priori. Catch us tomorrow. I need to keep reminding people. Tomorrow, 7 p.m. Central, I run my brainchild, Ghost of the Machine with Alexis and some other lovely people. Yeah, so my favorite moment for tonight, I actually really... I really liked it when, like, the bartender was like, yeah, the old guy died. I was like, yeah? How was he murdered? Like, cranking it up to 11. Like,
I do love my other favorite character dynamic is Darlene and her 2 aggressive children. It's a good team dynamic. But I love it.
It's so aggressive.
How do I always turn into the group mom? Like,
Yeah.
what is this? I am Alexis. You can find me at Fox Fanato, right down here. And I will be on Ghost in the Machine tomorrow, right here, 7 p.m. Central. Things are looking like I will be on variant rolls on Thursday for some Cypher, some Bleeding Edge. I will be reprising my role as Loretta Rain. She is Space Mom, so if you want to see me be a mom again, but in space, and a bit different, with my whole face scarred up, catch me there. Yeah, we've got stuff going on. It's great. I think I know. I'm gonna be on Urban Shadows this weekend.
Oh, cool.
That's right. But yeah. No,
Yeah,
not
we're
this weekend. Yeah,
What is
this
this
I
weekend?
can't remember.
It is.
It doesn't matter. Follow me on Twitter, and you'll find out some things. My favorite moment was probably everything that happened in that bar.
Yeah.
Also the brogy reveal.
When someone decided Wake and Bake was the name of the inn, it had to happen.
Cursed.
Amazing. It's amazing. Yeah, I just loved all of that nonsense and how we I'm just amazed that we figured anything out based on all
it
of
was
that.
like it might not. Wow. Just everyone hangs out in town, gets drinks.
I mean, you
eats.
have to beat us over the head with clues,
Mhm.
otherwise we don't do anything. That's how this group goes, apparently.
Yeah, there were some mystery solved. It was achieved in the end.
We got
That's
that.
right. But this was a lot of fun. This was so much fun. And like I said, we will be doing something else. Nice little, fun little one-shot romp next week. Be sure to follow us on socials. Oh, come join us on our Discord. Yay, there it is. And keep up on all of our stuff. And we will see you next week on some hiatus.
Do we
And the week after that will be, what was that, Matt?
do we want to raid someone? There's not
Yes.
really anyone we follow that's going to be on for much longer, but I see that Eric Vulgaris is on, and he's a really good person from the community. He's in the tabletop stream.
Sure, why not?
Okay.
Let's do that. We're gonna raid.
So, let's... No, go
what was
ahead.
that?
No, go ahead. I was just going to say, go show him some love, folks.
Yeah, come with us with the raid. Show them some love and join us next week for some wonderful vacation from the garbage world of Waterdeep. Good night, everyone.
Nah. They're gone.